The question is, why did they went away from Assassins in mid lane to being now jungle exclusive? Well, it's quite simple, because they're way stronger from jungle, right? They dodge their awful first 3 levels of laning phase by being junglers. And they are essentially a killing role, and a killing role will have way more opportunities to kill from jungle, because jungle is ultimate freedom, while in mid lane you're bounded by restriction of lane minions and stuff like that, right? And towers, way more. Not to mention other perks that you get in jungle, like way better resource management via health and mana compared to mid lane. Objective control, every jungle champion has monster mods, so you're very OP at that, and also you take a combat summoner. You're not forced to take TP. You can take Smite, which is a combat summoner essentially. It's a worse version of Ignite. You have to understand that every jungle champion essentially gets to bare minimum level 3, but most likely level 4 for free. You understand? In mid lane, top lane, ADC, you might have a weak level 1 and level 2. And that is very, very strong, because like take a look at Hui. This champion becomes strong at level 3, like a lot stronger than level 1 and level 2. You know, he's not a jungler, he has to go through this rough lane of level 1, level 2. A jungler doesn't have to do that. In jungle, you basically skip level 1 and level 2 for free, every single time. So this is the discussion, right? Starting patch 25.23, punishments will carry over between accounts that the system is highly confident to charge the same owner. This is obviously possible because of Vanguard, because Vanguard literally steals all your information. This means any bans, suspensions, and chat restrictions and dodge timers can now be shared across accounts. So people, when they saw this, there was a huge pushback on this, because it means that if you dodge on one account, all your dodge timers get shared between accounts, and people didn't like this, which I understand why. There was like a lot of discussion about this, like for example this guy, FNS Saber. There's no way this is real. You're telling me tell me it's on first time jungle, or have all your accounts on 12-hour lockout. Fix the reason why people are dodging. People are not here dodging for fun. All this dodging discussion comes down to this. Players don't want to play a low quality game. Playing out of the jungle is a low quality game. Someone saying in Champions League, good luck, I don't care, is a low quality game. I would rather not play League. Rather just the problem, not the symptom. So I don't agree with this sentence here, because I don't think you're actually fixing anything by dodging if someone is hostaging the lobby. And also the lobby reports don't do anything as far as I know. So the best thing to do, if you have a Nuno with Ghost Clans in your Champions League, the best thing to do is actually to play out the game. So then then you can report the guy and the punishment will go through. It's actually not correct to dodge in this instance. It is, I understand this point though, right? Let's say you're, I don't know, Zat OTP. Are you really gonna want to play a support or an ADC or maybe a top laner? Probably not. Let's say you're a Yon OTP. Are you really gonna want to play a support if you get autofilled? No, right? There's so many players in League that just enjoy playing one role or one champion. That's just life, right? Like I personally, I'm very scared of this change, because I think if this change goes through and dodging becomes shared across accounts, I honestly think nobody will dodge anymore. You will have one dodge per day only. And not only that, you might be like, okay, good, nobody dodges anymore. I think the game quality will completely get destroyed, especially in Hyla. Essentially, what's gonna happen is the problem that's already happening, but even more severe, which is that OTPs, mainly OTPs, are just going to basically grief and hostage lobbies 24/7. You will have an OTP, and they will first time a champ that makes no sense, and they will run it down, and you will have no fun playing, and you will just be basically, it's the same as soft inting, but it won't be punishable. I am very scared for Hyla. I'm so scared for Hyla. Because already like the autofill problem is so severe here, where you have lobbies where there's 3 fills versus 0 and stuff like that. So, you know what's crazy, chat? You know, I'd rather not say anything, honestly. I prefer not to speak. Because right now, for some reason, everybody's just perma-flaming me online. That I'm too negative, blah, 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 blah. Like yesterday, someone sent me there's like a YouTube channel that posts our reactions, right? And apparently, the whole comment section is flaming me. And there are people in the comment section legit demanding that I should just show you guys, so I'm not like looking like I'm making something up. Los Otones reaction, I don't know what the fuck it was called. There are legit people in the YouTube comment section demanding that I need to say what the draft issue is. It's like, Yeah, let me just publicly say what the draft issue is so the enemy team actually knows what I'm thinking, and I will put my team willingly at disadvantage. Like, legit, people just think they are privileged to get my opinion on what is the draft mistake. Are you fucking crazy? Like, where is it? Nemesis always complains about draft champions, but never says what draft should be better if he knows that much. What about talking in champions? Like, 55 upvotes. Is this guy fucking stupid or something? This guy fucking thinks I'm gonna say on stream what the draft mistake is so the enemy team listens to the stream after and then literally knows exactly what we might do next time. If you don't want to talk on stream about draft details, then don't join a streamer team that was created. Like, is this guy fucking stupid? No, I just prefer not to speak, is what I'm trying to say. I won't speak about anything. Maybe they want my credit card too. Maybe I should just give them my credit card. I have to publicly apologize. Why do I have to publicly apologize? A couple of days ago, I made a clip. I posted a clip where I said that I think Ispart is the best jungler in the world and it's a hot take, okay? Now, I didn't expect that clip to blow, but for some reason people really liked it and were super interested in the take. So then they posted it on Reddit and then Ship Esports tweeted it and blah blah blah, and it became very public. Which I don't mind, right? Like, obviously, if I'm posting a clip on YouTube, then it's out there, right? If people want to look at it, people can look at it. Now, the problem I have with this is not that I regret my opinion or something. The problem I have with it is that now Inspired is actually just a public target because of me. And I actually didn't realize that at the time. I didn't realize that praising a player can have a negative influence on the player. Like, usually if you're negative towards a player, that's when you have to be careful. You say someone is like shit or something and then it can like backfire back to you. Okay, I get that one. I did not realize that praising someone for how good they are can actually have a negative influence. I've learned that. So I probably wouldn't have done that again just because of how the people reacted, not because I think I changed my opinion or something like that. After today's game, okay, there's a couple of annoying things. First of all, the annoying thing is now that Inspired has to play like a god every single game, else is gonna be completely targeted. That's the first thing. People are using one game analysis to judge a player. Very annoying, because, for example, if Inspired smurfs or runs it down for the next 10 games, my opinion on him won't change. But the way public perception and community works is that you play well at Worlds, nobody says anything, you play bad one game, everyone flames you, asking why you have a job and blah blah blah, right? That's just how it works. Yeah, my problem is also that people are either just completely dishonest or lying, or they're just completely clueless about the game. Like, people are flaming that Inspired was apparently the worst performing player today, blah blah blah. I literally watched the game. In my humble opinion, FlyQuest botlane completely griefed the game. I'm seeing like all these ratings online, people saying that Inspired was the worst player of the series and blah blah blah. That's because of me, by the way. That's because I put a target on him because I praised him. Now people are just looking at every move he does, and if he does something wrong, people are just gonna be naturally biased to hate on him. I'm sorry, and I apologize for that. I learned my lesson. I will never praise players again. At least not to the extent that I guess I did it on Inspired. And that's all I have to say. There's the allegation. I'm adjusting it. Rank each world song? That is controversial, you know what I mean? I saw some people doing, on Twitter, they were doing like tier lists of world songs recently with the new, this new world song, Sacrifice. I want to know what your opinion, guys, is, but my opinion is that I don't think Sacrifice is a bad song or anything. I just think it didn't really hit for me. Like, I feel like the music video and the song didn't mesh well together, and I felt like, I don't know, I can't remember any lyric. I like, the song is good, I can listen to it, I don't hate listening to it, I just can't, it doesn't stick out in my head. There's nothing catchy, there's nothing, it just doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, Star Walking got a lot of hate, but it was catchy at least, right?
What dog shit gameplay is this? This is some actual dog shit gameplay. Actually looking to role swap, honestly. Like, top lane is the worst role in the game, by far. At the same time as I got free-manned here, Udyr was in base, because he was getting free-manned. Top laners are like the biggest cucks of League of Legends. They just have to sit back. It's so boring, actually. The top lane is by far the most boring role in the game. It's like whichever top laner can be bored the most wins the game. Like, whichever top lane doesn't spaz out and wanna go for a play. Because the second you try and go for a play as a top laner, you will just die.
My bad shot. I should have given Baus more love this game.
Look, both 0-3 top laner, 0-4 top laner, like...
I didn't realize he was
roll,
not having a good time. I should have actually went to his lane a couple more times. So that's on me. What is this video? Why we're never bringing back the winter map?
And what? Hey players, you know a lot of you have been asking about the winter map and why we haven't been able to do it, and I'll tell you, it's really difficult. Our tech and tools need some work. Hand painting everything in the map itself is a lot of effort, and not to mention there's gameplay clarity. And can we just talk about how even though it's winter in the northern hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere it's summer? And isn't that where Medler's from? He's from New Zealand, right? So I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull it off. But you know what? Because you really asked for it, we're just gonna do it anyways. Winter map is coming back, everyone. Winter 2025 and summer 2025 somewhere else. It's winter everywhere on Summoner's Rift.
Yippee! Yippee! What was that ending? What was that ending? Is this a teaser? New champ teaser? You guys see anything? I don't see anything. Maybe new champion is turns off the lights. Nocturne rework. Yippee! Look at the Nexus. Look at the Nexus. Yippee! Look at it. With the Poro. Of course, the winter skins, surely new ones are coming. What the fuck is that? A Poro. More Poros. Poros fucking everywhere. Beautiful. I don't understand the hate on Shimmer mode. I honestly think it's great for the game. Everybody's crying about it, I just don't understand why. I want my presence to be known. Yeah, you can do that. You can disable Shimmer mode and everybody will know it's you. You can literally choose. Sadly, I can't tell the difference if my support is an OTP or an autofill on trash. But what does it matter? That's the whole point of Shimmer mode, so you take everyone equally. Like, I'm not saying the Shimmer mode doesn't have any downsides, but the problem I have is that the people on the internet only think about the downsides. Okay, what about the upsides? Nope, nobody mentions the upsides. People only focus on the downsides. It's the same people who said that anonymous champion select is bad for the game, and I said that it's good. Anonymous champ select to this day is the worst shit ever. I disagree. I think it literally has more positives than negatives. How am I supposed to properly flame someone if I don't know who they are? Well, that's the thing. If you flame somebody, you should flame them equally. It doesn't matter if you don't know who they are or if you know who they are. You know what Shimmer mode does, right? Shimmer mode does the thing where you don't know it's your friend, but then you flame them. That's what Shimmer mode does. Like 2 days ago I was flaming Malice until I at the end of the game realized that I have Malice in my team. If Shimmer mode wasn't on the thing, I would not say anything to Malice. I can tell you that much. But he obviously deserved to be flamed, and in that game he was running it down. The whole point is to make League like less toxic, right? This is why Ra did so many things recently. Anonymous champ select, Vanguard, blah 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 blah. They're trying to cleanse the image of League being an insanely toxic game. And now people are complaining that they don't know who their teammates are. Who cares, man? Just fucking play the game. Do well. At the end of the game, you're gonna know who your teammates are. Like, the only downside is that they're making the game more alien. That there's less, like, interaction between people and that it's, like, a very solo-ish game. But such is life. You can't only fix every problem. As a streamer, Shimmer mode is a fucking blessing, I'm gonna be honest, it's a blessing. All of a sudden, I don't get either target treatment or special treatment, right? Because they don't know it's me. Also, I get ghosted way less. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't use it, like genuinely. If it's in the game, you should be using it. And then people complain, oh, the shimmer mode should only be able to be used by shimmers. Yeah, but then you get fucking Bardinet in your team, and you give up in champ select already. Or like, the moment the game loads, you already give up, you know? Or you get like Sergeant Sona and you already gave up on playing. The reality is that you're part of the problem. As much as those players are also part of the problem, you're also part of the problem. Baus had it for one game and got flamed to oblivion by his team. Yeah, I mean, it's the same for me. I'm getting flamed way more ever since I have Shimmer mode, and I don't care. It's just like Shimmer mode just exposes how people change their mind if they know who it is versus if they don't. I saw leader say in my game, no shit, you two donkeys are using Shimmer mode to my inting bot lane. Yeah, but that's just irrelevant flame. He would flame them if they had Shimmer mode on or not. He also flames anonymous champ select, even though it's actually good for the game, so. If there's anybody who will know what effects Shimmer mode has on the game, it will be Riot, and it will not be noticeable in the first week of the feature being added. You need to look at the impact in the next upcoming months. Nobody cares about this week. People are just flaming this week because they're not used to it and they just want to complain for the sake of complaining. I just hate the rune scouting apps even more for non-Shimmer mode, but that's the best thing. Genuinely, that is the best thing about Shimmer mode. Why should third-party apps be able to give you insane amounts of information that any other people that don't use them don't get? I mean, third-party apps have been on the verge of like what is considered cheating in League for the past years, where people can just time summoners and God knows what with these third-party apps. The more Riot restricts them, the better it is for the game. All information you have about your opponent should be in the client, not third-party assistance. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. So you think it's good that I can't see if my jungler is a 30% win at doggy first timing his champion? Yes, I think it's genuinely good. Because you already made your mind that the game is lost, basically, the moment you saw your junglers win it and stuff. It's better if that information is not present to you.